We begin with exotic and dangerous animals that might be lurking in a backyard near you. They're kept as pets by people who don't seem to mind what the neighbors think. With recent headlines about brutal animal attacks and lions and tigers and bears on the loose, we meet the guy who makes it his job to keep those predators caged and your town safe. His business? Wild animal insurance. Here's ABC's Matt Gutman for our series, American Jungle.
Cute, but deadly. This might look like a zoo, but it's actually someone's backyard. These guys are closer than you think, living as pets right next door. A rash of recent attacks and scares by exotic animals.
Yeah, there's a lion on Mount Perry Road in Gray Shot.
I just saw a wolf.
I think I just seen one. Looks like a jaguar or a wolf or something.
In Zanesville, Ohio in October, more than 50 dangerous animals unleashed by their owner, scampering out into the roadways. Odessa, Texas, the same month, a 4-year-old boy mauled by this 150-pound cougar kept as a pet. In Connecticut, a woman kept Travis the chimp for years, and then this.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend.
He'd grown too big and uncontrollable.
This has been going on for years and years. There's a long and growing casualty list of people who've been injured or killed by dangerous wild animals kept as pets.
But out of all of this animal mayhem across the nation, someone has gotten very busy.
Mitchell Kalmanson, good to see you, thank you.
Where you sense fear, Mitch Kalmanson sees risk and potential lawsuits.
They're exotic animals. She can be nice 1 minute and then turn around the next minute and be as exotic as she is.
Where you see tigers, he spies potentially loose fencing.
But have you had any problems with them ever loosening with them?
They're all welded.
Okay, good.
Kalmanson is the wild animal insurance guy, selling insurance policies and vetting safety standards to pretty much anyone with generally uninsurable exotic pets.
I've got circuses, I've got fairs, zoological facilities, private facilities, some people that just want to have exotic animals because they have an interest in it.
And a lot of people have interest, so much so that, according to the World Wildlife Fund, there are more tigers in the U.S. living in captivity than in the wild across the world. Kalmanson is the first to admit that these animals don't necessarily make good pets.
You think they're nice and they're cute and cuddly, and all of a sudden they're grown and they've never shown a propensity for being dangerous, and they can turn within seconds.
And with incidents like Zanesville, Ohio, that becomes a problem.
We had very marginal caging, and most of them look like dog cages that were converted to put a tiger in.
So should people be worried?
There are quite a few animals that are in facilities that should not be there. And if nothing else, I think that the locals, the sheriff department, the county, the city commissioners, county commissioners should at least know who's in their area.
So the cougar next door is something that people should know about?
Absolutely.
While the tigers next door may be bad for neighbors, they've been good for Kalmanson's business, up 50% this year.
Holy cow, look at this thing pull out.
Now, these policies are not cheap. On a standard $3 million policy,
Probably $15,000, $16,000 a year.
That's serious money.
Yeah, it is serious money, and that's what these people have to commit to.
surprisingly, only a dozen states require owners of exotic pets to carry liability insurance. But even at the places Kalmanson does insure, where he often makes house call inspections,
How are you?
he finds problems.
If this guy decides to come down, this cage is gone, the animal's gone, and it happens at 2 o'clock in the morning. You don't know it till 6 or 7 or 8 when you're back out in the field.
When you go on your inspections, do you find that people realize that they're way in over their head, that these costs are...
A lot of people do. They want the animal, they want the baby, they want to have a tiger, leopard, etc. And I just don't think they take enough safeguards to preserve the animal and to do it right.
Kalmanson owns 27 lions and tigers, pacing back and forth like this all night long. His own Florida ranch shows us what we're looking at, that potentially dangerous mix of safari and suburbia. And just across the street, 700 homes and a golf course.
We've got galvanized pipe, 2.5 inch. We've got cables coming across. We've got metal bars coming across.
So what's the range of cost in these cages?
You could probably put a cage up over a weekend, $5,000.
Per
tops.
cage,
per
per
cage,
animal, for
per
each
environment,
animal?
yeah.
Cash is often the most significant barrier to safety. Most owners of these sanctuaries are so-called animal broke, he says, buying the animals when they're young, cute, and small. But before you know it, they're big, expensive, and can be deadly.
What?
There's no denying the allure of cuddling up to an animal of such awesome power and undeniable charm.
That means he's feeling
relaxed.
very comfortable. Whoops.
But quickly we found Kalmanson's maxim to be true. These animals may be trained, but they are not tamed. For Nightline, I'm Matt Gutman in Sorrento, Florida.